Hello everyone. Hi. Good afternoon. I'm happy to see you all again. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us today. I remain Moyosola Olalekan, the founder and lead creator for Poets Factory. So let's set up. Let's try and do some setting up. Let's just try and do some setting up. Thank you, Desola. I can see you, Desola. Thank you. Thank you, Desola. Thank you. I can see you. I'm sure you can hear me. Thank you. So let's kind of see how we can wait for other people to join us so that we can have a little bit of full house. Thank you for joining me from Landmark University. Thank you, Desola Jai. Thank you, Desola Peter. Sorry. All right. Okay, so I'm Moyosola Olalekan, the founder and lead creator for Poets Factory. And I'll be talking today on repositioning in a time of crisis. Let me try and do something. Let me try and pin it down, the topic. Let me try and pin the topic down. Let me do that. I'm trying to pin the topic down. I'm trying to pin the topic down. Okay. Okay, we'll continue. Even if it doesn't get pinned down, we'll continue like that. So we're talking today on the repositioning in a time of crisis. Now, do you know that Proverbs 28 verse 10 says that if your strength fails in the day of battle, it means that your strength is actually weak, right? Yes, that's what King James Version says. Say if your strength fails in the day of adversity, it means that your strength is small. It said if you do nothing in a difficult time, your strength is also limited. It said if you are weak in crisis, it said then you are weak indeed. So what is crisis? Crisis means intense difficulty. Crisis means intense difficulty or danger. It means stressed and being stressed out. Now we need a repositioning mindset in a time like this in order not to be stressed out. We need to reposition ourselves. Now what is repositioning? Reposition means placing in a different position. It means adjusting. It means altering. It means changing something, and putting it in an entirely new place. And the only constant thing in life is change. When we do not accept change, what we do is we resist change. Now, if you do not shift when things and times are changing, what will happen is that you might be washed away. And that is the inevitable thing that comes by remaining in your comfort zone. When you remain in your comfort zone, you will be caught in the web. I'm sure nobody wants to be caught in the web. But in as much as we find it displeasing, this is just the reality. Because change is the constant thing right now, especially the times that we are in. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question. Are you prepared for change, or will you resist the change when it comes? Ask yourself in your career, especially in your career, are you prepared for change? Or am I going to resist the change when it comes? So you need to ask yourself those questions. They are very important questions we need to ask ourselves in our career at this point. Now, as a career person, what will you do to reposition for change, or what will you do to prepare or adjust yourself for change? Now, I'll give you two things that you need to do to reposition yourself for change or adjust to change. One of it is you need to look inwards. You need to look inwards. Everyone has a potential that they were born with. No one was born potentialless. Now, we have hidden talents that are lying fallow in our lives, that are lying inside of us, that we carry. What we need to do, we need to rediscover them, we need to wake them up, and we need to begin to put them to good use. It's time to wake up that sleeping potential. It's time to wake up that sleeping talent. It's time to wake up that sleeping beauty you've been carrying inside of you. It's time now to wake it up and put it to good use. Secondly, you need to do something. You need a self rediscovery. It's time for everyone to go on a self rediscovery journey, a self-exploration journey, a self-assessment journey. Perhaps you might have been looking down on yourself, might be belittling yourself once in a while. It's time to reevaluate yourself, evaluate your strengths and your potentials. Identify the grace that you carry. Because you are unique. You are the only one who carries a unique potential. You are different from everyone else. You are unique. So you need a self-rediscovery to be able to identify the grace that only you carry. You understand? Now, one other thing is, if you understand and you're getting what I'm saying, just give a shout out. Just drop the love. Click on the heart button. Just click on the love button and let me know that you're following me. Yes. All right. So now, one other thing again that you need to do. I said one, you need to look inwards. Secondly, you need to rediscover yourself. That's self-rediscovery. Now, what are the benefits of self-rediscovery exercise? One of the benefits of self-rediscovery exercise is that a self-rediscovery exercise will expose you, will open you up to new opportunities, to new discovery. It will shatter boundaries. It will shatter boundaries that you have placed on yourself, either by yourself or by others, and self-rediscovery will help you to become more self-sensitive, more self-aware, and have a greater identity. Thank you. I can see you every entrepreneur. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Desola Peter, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. So we're talking today on repositioning in a time of crisis. Now, we said a self-rediscovery will help you. Will open you up to new opportunities, to new discoveries. We shatter boundaries in your life. We make you become self-aware, self-sensitive, and have a greater identity. One other thing that self-rediscovery exercise will help you through is to help you to make good career decisions. It's time to begin to explore ourselves and unwrap all our hidden potentials, because everyone is born with a purpose. We are all born with a purpose. There's no one that is purposeless. There's no one that was born purposeless. We are all born with a purpose. Now, one other thing that self-rediscovery exercise will enable you to have is to help you to make good career pivoting decisions. Good career pivoting decisions will help you. Self-discovery will help you to make good career pivoting decisions, so that you can weigh your options carefully, and you will be taking decisions based on your environment, based on, okay, because my friend is going this way, so I must go this way. Because my parents, I must go this way, I must go this way. But when you have a self-rediscovery, it will help you to make good career pivoting. Now, in these times that we are in, we cannot deceive ourselves that career pivoting, career transitioning has come here to stay. Except if you want to deceive yourself. There are different dimensions of ourselves that we need to explore. So you can't just remain in a particular maybe a job and feel that you're comfortable at it. What if your entire department is wiped out? What do you do? So right now we need to reposition ourselves for change. And one other thing that self-rediscovery exercise will enable us to do, we will be knowledgeable about the right skills that are important to us, and learn them. It's one thing to have a knowledge of something. Once you have a knowledge of that thing, then you know that, okay, I must pursue this thing and I must learn it. I must add it to myself if I must triumph in this time of change. Self-discovery will also help us to find our hidden self, our dead self that we have buried and that has died and has been buried and has also been long forgotten. Self-rediscovery will help you to bring back that hidden potential that you have hidden, that has been dead and forgotten. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you to bring back that your dead potential that has been long forgotten. It's time for change. Now you ask yourself, as a career person, every one of us have to be strategically positioned, especially in a time of crisis like this. We can't deceive ourselves. There's large income loss. There's large income loss. There's large global job loss. International Labor Organization, if you go and read the statistics are very high. One other day I was watching the news on CNN, and I read that, I actually saw on Fox TV that 33 million people lost their job in United States of America in just one day. Now, what do you expect people like that to do? What they need to do is now to go and rediscover themselves and reposition. Right now, so we need to do a career repositioning, a career transitioning. It has become inevitable. You cannot say, I'm an HR person, and it's only HR I know how to do. If HR doesn't exist again, are you saying you will not eat? Are you saying you will not feed? Are you saying you will not live your life? What you will do is, okay, the marketing is available. I think I can train myself to become a good marketing or salesperson. I can train myself to become a good data analyst. What can I do? You will need to begin to think of career transitioning now. Career transitioning is here to stay. And one major way as a career person that you can succeed in a time of crisis, one way I would recommend is through career transitioning. Remember that we are treasure loaded. We are not drowning, neither are we draining. We are the shining light, and we are going to shine to our world. Let me hear you say it. I'm a shining light, and I will shine to my world. Yes. Thank you for saying that. Imoitinya, thank you for joining us from United States of America. Thank you so much for joining us from Maryland. Thank you so much. Now we're talking on repositioning in a time of crisis. We talked about self-rediscovery that will help us reposition ourselves in a time of crisis. One way we can recommend is through career transitioning, which has actually become inevitable in a time like this. Now, career transitioning is a process, is a shift or into a new position in the same organization or in the same organizational structure. It could also mean entirely a new shift into a new career. For example, I said you can move from being an HR maybe to becoming a salesperson or a marketing strategist. So everyone right now in career, we are all faced with new decisions to take. Critical decisions, pivoting decisions, career pivoting choices that we need to make, and we cannot take them lightly. We need to look deep down into ourselves to be able to make good career choices. We need to make good career choices for ourselves. Now, not everyone can. We need to be sincere to ourselves that not everyone. If you have any question, please drop it. We'll answer your question. I will be very glad to answer your question. Thank you so much. Not everyone can easily adjust or adapt to a career transitioning, because career transitioning is either voluntary or involuntary, and we know that we are faced with different scenarios in our life. We have different sexual orientations, we have different family responsibilities, we have different emotional factors, physical and personal factors that affect us. So how can a career person take a stress-free career transitioning? How can you make a career transitioning that will be stressless? There are 3 things I'm going to recommend to everyone today. How we can make good career transitioning without stress. Please, if you have any comments, drop it in the comment section. And please don't forget to hit the love button. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the love button. Thank you so much. All right. Yes, I can see this other saying, I am a shining light and I must shine to my world. Yes, you are a shining light. You must shine to your world, because if you can do nothing in the time of crisis, it means that your strength is weak. Don't forget our opening scripture, Proverbs 24 verse 10. If we do nothing in the time of crisis, it means our strength is weak. And right now, we must show ourselves as being strengthened in the time of crisis. And one way we can do that is by rediscovering ourselves and also repositioning our career in case we need to do some career transitioning and do a career pivot. I'm going back for those that just joined us. Yes, so 3 ways that we can have a stress-free career transitioning. 1, live ready. Live ready. That cannot be overemphasized. We cannot overemphasize living ready. we're in a time where we need to acquire new skills, explore and use our latent potentials and ability. We need to wake them up so that we are not caught in the web. I've been receiving messages people have been telling me, oh, I was caught in the web. I know this is a very difficult time, but let me tell you, if you are very significant in your organization, I'm very sure, even as an HR person, you may not be caught in the web, because you've shown yourself as being useful in several departments and not just one. So you can't say, I'm an HR personnel and I don't need to know about what's going on in the marketing department, or I don't need to know what's going on in the, maybe you work in a shipping agency, you don't need to know what's going on in the logistics department. You need to know everything about your organization, especially where you work. That will help you to easily transition when the time comes. Thank you, Busher, for joining us. I can see you. Hi. Thank you for joining us from Lagos. Thank you. All right. So how do we make a stress-free career transitioning? We need to live ready. It's time to stretch. You can't say, because I'm marketing department in my organization, I don't need to know what is going on. I don't freaking care about what is going on. Maybe in the sales department, in the bookshop, maybe you work based on your job. You need to know everything about every department. You need to know something about, so that when it is time to career transition, maybe they just scrap your department all of a sudden. I've been hearing people say their department was just scrapped all of a sudden because they found it not useful again. If you have been, knowing something about every department, it will be very easy to transition. There are different learning. We learn on the job. We learn even by being in the environment of the job that is being done. So if you've been learning from other departments stylishly, it's a very easy time to easily transition. Don't stay in a place and say, I have just been here, this is the only thing I can do. No, there are several things you can do. That's why you need a self-re-exploration exercise. One other thing, aside from living ready, that we need to do is we need to build our inner strength. What is inner strength? Our inner strength is our willpower. It is your willpower. It is why you do what you do. Your willpower, why you do what you do. And you need to decide on it as fast as possible. You need to act upon it and stop wasting unnecessary time overthinking. You are just thinking too much. Take this decision, make this step, do this thing. You need to move. Believe that you can do new things. That's the only way you can thrive. In this time, if you don't believe you can do new things, you won't thrive. You won't succeed. It's time to thrive. It's time to live. It's time to reposition. It's time to re-strategize. In our career, in our business, we need to re-strategize. It's time. And you are not a tree. Because you are not a tree, you must move. Don't say, you've been here too long. It's time to move forward. You've been here. It's time to move forward. Moving could be, don't forget, we talked about career transitioning as a shift. We said adjusting. We said altering. And you can alter into an entirely new, different space. So, for example, I'm going to use myself as an example. Look at me as an HR professional. I just transitioned, people can't even imagine that, wow, Moyo is running Poets Factory. How does Poets Factory, but how does it connect with HR? My colleagues cannot connect that Moyo, who is a core HR personnel, and I was once an HR manager with Zecom Systems. Imagine me now running Poets Factory full time. People can't imagine it. But if I did not re-strategize, if I did not reposition, if I was not ready, let me tell you, I would have been caught in the web like some of my colleagues have been. This is a very difficult time. I must be honest with you, but see what reposition has done for me. It has repositioned me to run Poets Factory. There are several things I'll be letting you know as the time. Let me not digress further. I will let you know things are coming up. Yeah. So one thing is we need to build our inner strength. Our inner strength is our willpower. It is why we do what we do. We need to decide on it and act upon it as fast as possible and stop overthinking our process. The only way we can do that is believe that your inner strength is your courage, is your guts. And your guts will enable you to dare new things and take on new paths. It's your guts, the guts inside of you, the courage inside of you that will help you to take on new paths, take on new territories. It's time to take on new territories. It's time to take up new kingdoms in the market sphere, not just kingdoms in the church. I mean kingdoms in your workplace. Your workplace is your kingdom. What you do to it is your kingdom. You need to take it up and show and stand upon it and make it, because we are the light of our world. We are the salt of the earth. We cannot be hidden. Don't forget, we are treasure loaded. We are not drowning. We are not sinking. Yes, we are a shining light to our generation. If our strength fails in the day of battle, then it means our strength is weak. One other thing I'll be letting you know is it is the new you. When you take on your inner strength is the new you that you have rediscovered and that you have re-explored and that you want to put into use. Let me take it again. Your inner strength is the new you that you have rediscovered and that you have re-explored and you want to put into good use. Remember Proverbs 4:18 says that the path of a just man is as a shining light that shineth brighter and brighter and unto the perfect day. For me, I don't believe that I believe I must have progressive progress, that every year must come with its progress. So if an organization is not giving me the progress I desire, I change. I'm not a tree. I gotta move. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. If it's time to move, you move. Don't be a tree. The third thing here on how to make stress-free career transitioning is we can seek support. Career transitioning is already a difficult process. It's already stressful. Let's face it, it's already stressful. So we need to gather all the strength, all the support that we can gather at this point. We need to talk. We need to talk to people. We need to seek advice and ask the right questions from people who are perhaps they are already in the career paths that we are trying to consider. So if you know somebody who is in the career path that you are trying to consider, all you need to do is to contact them, ask them questions, seek for your advice to know the way forward. Maybe is there a special skill that you need to learn or something, or how do they do it? Ask. Nobody is above learning. We learn every day. I learn from everybody. I learn from my children. I can learn from anybody. Now, how do we seek support? One of the ways that we can seek support is, one, we can find a mentor. Number two, we can get career coach or career counselors. We can get a career coach or a career counselor. And the third thing is we can get a career transitioning coach that can help us to start afresh in the right path and to make the right choices and to make the right decisions. Now, I'll say this. Before I conclude and start taking questions, please drop your questions. Please. Drop your questions, ask questions. The topic today is repositioning in a time of crisis. Repositioning in a time of crisis. If you have questions, please drop your questions. We've talked about rediscovering ourselves in a time of crisis. We said crisis is what? It's stressful. It's being stressed out. It's a difficult time. It's a danger time. And we need to reposition ourselves in a time of crisis. So if you have a question, please drop it. I'll answer you. So I said, let me just go through it again. I said, you can seek support. One of the ways you can seek support is to find a mentor, get a career coach or counselor, get a career transitioning coach that can help you and put you on a fresh start and the path that you want to pick, or may help you rediscover the path that may be right for you. So I'll be launching an online course this quarter, very soon. I'll be launching a new online course, and the topic is successful career transitioning. So if you know anyone or you yourself, you want to be part of the online course, is a 2-week intensive career transitioning exercise, and it will lead you or anyone that you know into a good, successful career transitioning. So if you want to be part of it, please, there's a post I posted before this live meeting. I put the link there's a link there. Please, all you need to do is click on the link and fill the survey form. Once you fill the survey form, we'll be able to contact you. Let us know what you need for the successful career transition, what you want to learn, and you can also send the link to people to fill it, so they can be abreast of the fact. And also, if you want to know when the online course will be launched, please fill the link, and you'll see the link I posted before we started this live section. You'll see the link that was posted. Please just click on that link. On our last post. There's a link on our last post. Click on it, and you will be able to we're able to get in touch with you. Also, if you feel you don't want to do that, you can always send me a DM or send someone my Poise Factory link, and the person will DM us right away. Simple as that. It's time to career transition. Don't be stuck like a tree. Conclusively, we are either moving forward or moving backwards. Let me tell you, no one is stagnant. You're not cooking stagnant water, so why should you be stagnant? Conclusively, no one is. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. No one is stagnant. It's time to move. It's time to take that step. It's time to move. If you need to move, make sure you move. If you have any, if you want career coaching section, career transitioning session, don't forget to send me a DM. And if you are looking at us via YouTube, don't forget to hit our subscribe button. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Please, if you would like to ask any question, I'm waiting for questions. Any question, any suggestion, any contribution? All right. Okay. So I'll let you know if you're in my email list, you definitely know when the online course will be out. But hopefully it should be out this month. Looking at this month before the end of May 2020. We hope that the online course on career transitioning, successful career transitioning will be out. And I'm sure that you will get it, or get it for someone. Yes. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining. Desola Peter, thank you for joining. Everyday Entrepreneur, thank you for joining. Himoitian, thank you for joining. Butcha, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining my live sessions today. And I hope to see you some more the time. Take care. Bye for now. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for joining. We'll have a replay section. We'll have a replay on our link. So, and you can also go to our YouTube page at Poise Factory to have a watch, to rewatch the live section. There's gonna be a replay in our live session. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.